Okay, today we are taking a closer look at a line from Bloomberg News that is circulating widely online. And it's a line reporting that Trump wants to, and here's actually a post of Trump saying this: denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility. Let's kind of dig into this a little bit. I mean, that's a pretty sharp phrase and very undefined. All right, and it's a phrase that demands, a clear factual explanation. So, I mean, let's walk through exactly what was reported, what the law allows, and why this matters for, anyone who cares about citizenship and the Constitution. So this was something that came directly from Trump's Truth Social post, like I mentioned earlier, and we'll show this to you again right here just for a second. But it really this is dangerous rhetoric. This is a president who claims to be a leader of all American people, who is now talking about taking those American people and taking away their citizenship and then deporting them. First of all, that can't happen. Second of all, that is not being a leader for all Americans. That is being a leader for the Americans that you like and agree with and want to help, not everybody else. All right. And then second, we're going to look at is the legality of all of this. And, under the United States law, citizenship cannot be revoked because of political beliefs, personal conduct, or, a vague a vague standard like domestic tranquility. So the Supreme Court has actually ruled on this for decades. Citizenship can only be taken away in extremely narrow cases, and almost always for fraud, misrepresentation, or concealing material facts during the naturalization process. Okay, that's it. So there is no federal statute that authorizes stripping citizenship because someone is seen as disruptive, disloyal, or undermining, all right? Anything for that matter. The courts have repeatedly said that the government cannot use denaturalization as a punishment. But that is not stopping Trump from at least talking about it. So when we look at this, I mean, Bloomberg's report, Trump's post, we are looking at a piece of political rhetoric colliding with constitutional reality. I mean, the rhetoric is pretty clear, an extremely broad standard that could apply to almost anyone. And that is why it is so scary. The law is just as clear. The government has no power to do that, even at the height of the Cold War, even during the country's most intense political, fears. The Supreme Court stopped the government from stripping citizenship based on ideology or even, allegiance tests. And that is why this moment matters. When the president talks about denaturalization using a standard this vague, it sets off, I want to say, instant constitutional alarms, because if you cannot define the rule, you cannot apply the rule. And if the rule is vague, it becomes political. And the United States has never allowed citizenship to be controlled by politics. Period.